missing out. People around here get nervous. They keep waking me up. They get nervous because I've been here almost 7 months, and then all of a sudden now they want to repeat this part. So people around here get nervous. You know, when the system want to bother one chosen person, it's something that everybody knows because they'll send everything will come to me. Everything will come to my direction. So if they want to send tow trucks, they'll send 100 of them a day. But they'll all park right here. They won't park anywhere else. They won't park by anyone else's vehicle. They'll only park by me. And so that's something that the community picks up on as time goes on. The police don't bother me as much, so that's a great thing. I've been here so many times. The police are starting to catch on, but some of this just might be a hoax or something. But man, I was good now. I'm so tired. And I'm in Florida now, so people don't really understand the same. It's not the same as other places. So they don't really understand. It's really Latin. I mean, it doesn't really matter here, but for me to have to do all this and what I have, people don't know how many jobs I applied for, how much I rip and run, doing DoorDash and shit, all that shit I've been doing for a long time. To all of a sudden, it's like a lot of focus on putting me outside to disturb this community. So now the community is coming outside because it's something that brings a disturbance because it's constant. Well, not now actually. It's kind of more silent. It's like constant sirens and just all kind of shit that doesn't make sense. And I'm not from here, and I came here with a whole something different. So the people are trying to figure out what is going on. So we just have to wait and be patient and see what is the objective and motive now. Out of everybody in the world, I think I've got this narrowed down to 5 people. About 5 people in the whole world. But those 5 people and their constituents could be a problem. Anyway, I'm just thinking about how all this shit impacts the people, not the people online necessarily, because they don't necessarily live in the same region that I'm in, but how it just disturbs the people in neighborhoods and community. It's not just about me, you know. No, they want me out personally, but it disturbs people. It disturbs everybody. And that's what I've been trying to highlight. That's what I'm highlighting in the sequel. How much being a person like me, being out in the public all the time, it disturbs the public. They're not like walking around like, what? They're going, oh my fucking God, why is this person outside? Doesn't make no fucking sense. We're doing everything she fucking does. So why does she have to be outside? It doesn't make sense. So now people get nervous. Not people on TV, they're not in the same region. I'm talking about the people that live in the local area. A person on television can say any motherfucking thing. They can say any fucking thing. But people that live in the community, it's different for them. And it's different for me. It's different to go from community. and have to be outside, and that shit disturbs them because I'm not a normal ass person. If I was a regular ass person, then yeah, I probably could be alright outside. But I'm just not. I mean, I'm just not. I'm just not regular. So it is definitely a disturbance. And then, I mean, people know me from school, people know me from fitness, people know me from theater, people know me from music, people know me from playing my guitar in the street. They know me doing all different kind of shit. It's been damn near a decade or more. So if you're just now joining the bandwagon, I mean, it don't really mean shit because this shit been going on so fucking long. I mean, just join in the fucking club, follow the fucking recipe, and then get what you need to get from the shit. But it's all kind of people coming over here today bothering me just because I can tell they trapped, they getting scared. Cause they don't, I know they don't understand. They just watched everything that took place in Houston over all them goddamn years. And they like, well, why the fuck, if they just went through that in Houston, why the fuck they got to come here and do the same shit? I don't know. Maybe they dumb, but I'm gonna just follow the rules because I'm not dumb. No matter how much they said I was. I said I dedicate my lifetime to proving who actually is dumb. Man, that was a good night. Yeah, this is definitely a plan to waste y'all life. But so that's why I used to do all that fussing, telling everybody to go build their own life. You know what I'm saying? I was telling everybody to go build their own brand, how to scale within their own brand, scale within themselves. Cause yeah, you might have a leader for a time, but you don't know the situation of the leader. So the leader should advise people to just go out and make their own life because you just don't know what could happen. You know what I'm saying? So I taught people when I could how to keep going their own individual lane. Because eventually, I mean, you'll meet lanes that fit your lane, but if your lane is designed, man, it can take your lifespan. These people that's driving around following me, they don't necessarily have a lane, right? They might be still trying to figure out what does this all mean for them. But essentially, it doesn't mean anything for them because it doesn't really involve them. But to make it mean, I mean, you can make it mean anything. Like you have to make life mean something. You have to design it to where it means something. That's also what I like to teach people to do. Design your life with meaning. So that way you don't have to be upset about it. Just add shit in life that you want to do and then go do it. Oh man. Tired. Tired. It's a beautiful night tonight. Tonight is not a bad night to camp at all. It's very nice weather. So people might wonder, what is she doing? I can tell this part of my plan because it actually may help people that's participating. But since it's a mass number of people that want me outside in different cities, you know, because they don't know what to do with their life. So, I mean, I understand I was a leader for a while, so, but this leader is not available in the same capacity. So, that's why, but I didn't communicate that. But I'm going to communicate that more, that I'm not available in the same capacity as all those years prior. So, I'm not available to give advice or to help with life or any of that kind of shit. Untrap you or nothing. No, you should learn by now how the shit works. Yeah. I be trying to prevent people from bringing calamity up on themselves. They don't know in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, who is a part of this system, of this shit that got eyes on everybody, basically, that may have a way into harming them in some way in their future. They just don't know that. And it's all about choices. But I'm thinking, because some of these people that commit this kind of shit, they like older generations. It really don't matter because their time is damn near up anyway. But I mean, it might go to like, it might skip them and go to another generation or something like that. I'm not trying to write people off that's older because I'm definitely gonna be older soon. But if you an older person that didn't make a name for yourself or nothing like that, then you just might be raised. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it, shit. Or if you live wrong, or if you if you did some wrong shit, ain't no telling what somebody might do as life go on. You don't know how people might try to erase people as life go on. It don't matter the age. It don't matter life. Anyway, that's just another random thought. But I think about this because people do not think about their choices. They don't think, damn, if I do this, somebody is paying attention to it. And so 10 years from now, they going to lock my ass up for some shit that I did 10 years ago. And it's going to be some completely different shit going on. But that's why people put a curse on themselves, on their own life. Now, I'm not outside because of no curse. I actually don't know why I'm still outside. I mean, I knew at first, the Great Migration, all this other shit going on, being a leader, being in Third Ward, but I'm not in Texas, I'm not in Houston. All that other shit I understood because I'm a real life leader. But and it's not like shit that I stream. Like the shit that I stream don't mean nothing. That's why I be saying I invite y'all to come into the world, come into my world, right? And then go in there and then think you're gonna do something against what I already did, and I'm the one that actually graduated college, and I can't even count on one hand the people that graduated college. So that's one reason why I be like Buck all the time, like come on and test me, because eventually the university system is not gonna allow all the people that's like kind of roaches to invade that shit. I mean, all the time. They're just not gonna allow that shit all the time. So that's why I be saying that's a pathway. All these people that's driving around, they didn't take that pathway because if they did, they wouldn't be driving around looking for some type of clue. That game is for people that don't really have a future or didn't really have a future or anything to do. So that give people something to do. It give them something so their mind and hands is not idle. But it's interesting because it's still just a waste. But it does give them something to do for a time. So it actually does mean something. Like if all these people over here had a task, like if one of their social media leaders had told them to come here and look for something specific, they'd be over here trying to check off their checklist, right? But we pretty much damn near solved everything. So now they're trying to figure out, well, she came here with all of this. She came here with all of this. And then when she got here, was here quiet. And then all of a sudden, shit just went into uproar. So now the community in Hollywood, Florida is paying attention. Because what y'all don't know is a lot of people from the coast travel the coast. So a lot of people that's in Galveston, that's in Surfside, that's along all the Texas Gulf Coast or whatever coast there is in this country. A lot of coastal people know each other because, I mean, it's just the way it is. So to think that these people have not seen me already on a different coast or don't know what's going on like with Texas and with Houston, I mean, I think it's real ignorant and real dumb. But down the line, somebody will remember what happened. and lasso those people up. So I be saying, like, you don't know, everybody know, especially if you are in the system. You gonna walk into a scene one day not knowing the groundwork that was already laid before you got there. And if you make one false move, that shit could end your life and ruin your life. That's why you gotta make better, you gotta make good choices. I made a choice to come outside because this is like my hypothesis, like a science project. I'm testing this out. They don't think I earned my shelter, right? Because I didn't really go to college, because that's something that I didn't really do, right? We're in a world where everyone acts like they go to college, but acting like you're going to college or going to college, both is an experience that involves actual college experience. So it all works, but my point is, this world that we live in that's double-minded and unstable in all its ways. I don't live like that though, so I live in a different world. And y'all do too, but shit. Since it's such a debate saying, oh, she did not earn her life. I didn't earn my life. I designed it, but I did not earn it. I didn't earn the right to design it, and I didn't earn it. So that's what I'm in right now. So I'm going to test it out and see, because me being outside can bring calamity. It can bring a whole lot of motherfuckers here that want to pull this shit down. Because they like, damn, they don't give a fuck, so we damn sure going to go to that bitch and pull this shit down. Makes sense. But then I put a lot of pressure on these bitches, so I don't necessarily know if they're going to make them same choices. Because I can be quite a disturbance outside. And not a disturbance that always involves law enforcement, but I can be a real live disturbance. So anyway, I'm giving the community time to think. If they like it quiet when I'm inside and I have the ability to move around, go from borough to borough, go from city to city or state to state. Not right now, because I got the bread I normally earn. But what I'm saying is, I'm giving them a chance to think about it. Do they want all the honking? Do they want the influx of people? Do they want the instability of the day-to-day life? What is it do they want? Do they want a peaceful community, or do they not want that? So I'm giving them a chance to think about it, because each time I'm out, they get a chance to see what it's like with me being out. And each time I'm in, they get a chance to understand what that peace is like with me. And if there is a problem, I don't necessarily have to stay in a particular area. I can go to another area, blah, blah, blah. So yes, this is what I'm working on. And all these people around me don't mean a motherfucking thing. And I hope these motherfuckers hear me. They don't mean shit to me. So those of you who have been here, y'all know it was a statue of God here. But it's not here no more. And so these motherfuckers don't mean a motherfucking thing to a person like me. But they think they mean something to me. But they motherfucking don't. And so anyway, that's how, and normally when I live locally, here's how I live. Just so people understand, I have my headphones. I'm using my phone right now. And then I have my shades on. And I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking body at no time of the day. Got my laptop right here. So, anyway, I'm teaching that it's not really a pleasant experience to live around me in an outside manner. It's not pleasant. I do not make it pleasant. I actually make it highly unpleasant. I make it highly unpleasant for the people around me. I can make it a very hostile experience. Through just being silent, I can make it hostile. Through just how I navigate, I can turn this whole shit into a hostile environment. So that's why I'm doing this experiment, giving them time to see if they want me in, if they want me out. Because I'm not going no fucking where. Because this was my destination. So it just is what it is. And that's why I don't have no problem being out. Because out of all those years, goddamn, like 15 years it's been almost. This was actually my destination. Hollywood, Florida. So, I mean, Some people don't have a destination. They don't have a goal. Of course, they can go back and do the same shit like people I know in my family and shit. They can do that shit for 100 years. They don't have a goal. The only goal is to stop somebody from doing something positive. That's all. Who cares about that? That's fine. Just gotta build something around that. That's all it is. They have no goal in life. They're doing nothing right now. Just sitting there twiddling their thumbs, going online to see who they can interfere with their life. But that's good. Every story got protagonists and antagonists. So that's just the antagonist way in life. That's their whole life is dedicated from birth to death, or birth to transition. Don't necessarily know if it's death, but birth to transition is definitely their entire existence is only to steal, kill, and destroy what other people do. So the people that are saying, "Oh, take that from her, she didn't earn it," these are the undergreed people. These are the people that don't have no type of diploma or degree. These are the people that I'm thinking how else I can describe them, because this is not down talking them, because everyone is different, but this is just their objective. They're kind of lazy, like not. They can be slothful, but they do less than everybody else. They are the ones that's gonna act like they doing something at all times. Like they're always in a rush to do something, but they're really not doing anything but waiting to pull somebody else down. These are people that eat a lot of fast food. No, or they waste the money that they have. They're wasteful. These are traits of these type of people that want to snatch what other people build. These are just the traits of those kind of people. There's nothing wrong with these kind of people. I'm not even judging them, because that's just what they're here for. But they can be loving too and kind from time to time too. So it's all right. Just gotta build a protection, a scaffold around it, so they don't just take all your shit, because that's what they here to do. And if you know that that's what they here to do, then it don't have to bother you. You know what I'm saying? You know, okay, they just just how they are. That's why I built this. They don't know about A, B, C, D, all the Z, because I don't throw my pearls to swine. I don't tell them what I'm doing. They don't have no good intent for it. Anyway, those are the people that are only focused on taking what people build. People that's not really building on their own. So sometimes I go with the punches. Sometimes, I still try to motivate them to do something on their own, to take their mind off of trying to take away from other people. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I'm in a new place in life. I don't have no problem with these people. I don't have no problem with anybody. Now, do they have a problem with me? Probably, because I am a different type of person. So they might have a problem with me. That's why they want to take. But the one thing also about it, they live in the same moment. So I know it's been almost 15 years, but not to them. It hasn't been no time has passed. Right? Zero time has passed to these people. So to them, they're just constantly tearing down the same experience that doesn't ever evolve. I'm just breaking it down. Or like people that live in a neighborhood, they married with kids, and that's wonderful. But what I'm saying is, everybody don't live their life like that. So to just think that everybody live their life in one place, that is just inaccurate. So those are the people that want to pull down what people do. People that's stuck in one location, they don't have the flexibility to travel around and do what they want, because they made a different life choice. But so what? That's everybody's choice, and everybody get their time. I'm just breaking it. So anyway, this is why I sleep in and sleep out, sleep in and sleep out, sleep in and sleep out. I'm letting the people think about if this is something that they want. They can send as many tow trucks around as bitches they motherfucking want. So I'm letting them hoes think, okay, is this what you want? Because it's not really the outcome that you think it's going to be. I'm still better than these motherfuckers, even outside. So it's not like sleeping or camping or whatever, I'm still better than them. And I don't know how other way to motherfucking say it, but if I moved here and they didn't move there, that means something about me is different than them, right? It means I know something more than them because I moved here from somewhere else. Anyway, that's just how it is. But this is a test. If you receive a pellet tomorrow, it's because I was outside, but on my pallet. I'm trying to do this with the system to get it on through the system and see if maybe we can get a result. As you can see, it's way more quieter than it's been. It should be quiet all over the earth. Should be more quiet. This is an intergalactic experience. And it's not for everybody to understand. It's not for everybody to comment on. It's not for everybody to act like they know what's going on. It's not for everybody to act like they're a part of this shit. It's only for certain people to actually connect on these type of conversations. So anyway, the whole intergalactic galaxies should be kind of more silent than they've been. This is the Bible. All this is a part of the Bible, so it's all accurate. Anyway, and then one other thing I wanted to say, having somebody with my personality outside, this is just a plot to waste people's life, not my life, because they don't know what I'm doing throughout the day, and they don't have to know. All they need to know is that I'm right here, and that's all they need to know about it. But it wastes their time because they waiting for something to happen. Some of it they've already missed, but they just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Which is odd, but it used to bother me. So anyway, that's why I built Walton University, my unaccredited university, because I wanted to give street people a platform to go to where they could be like, oh, we can grow ourselves through this. These are the steps to attending somewhere that's accredited. Or these are the steps to getting my GED. These are the steps to getting my degree. These are the steps to getting employed. These are the steps for careers I didn't even know existed that don't require certain qualifications. So I can read these books, and this will help keep my mindset in a way that I can continue to grow. But you have to be careful because some people act their life. Everybody don't act their life, but some people act their life, and they lead people, and then they'll end up, and then they'll realize, damn, I wasted my life. Well, I mean, it's not anybody's fault but their own, but God does send ram in the bush to give knowledge from time to time, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just telling y'all, this is just a plot to waste people's life and time. How do I know? Because it's the exact same storyline, new season, new staggered in classes. It's just a repeat of the same curriculum. It's a repeat of the same curriculum every time new people come in. And so, but the thing is, they're not bothering everybody. They're mostly only bothering me. Well, they're not bothering me that much anymore, thank God. I shot them all down. That's why I was so mean at first, because I was tired. But it's just something people do to waste life, okay? There's no other way I can say it. But people that don't want to waste their life. I did not want to waste my life. But I didn't grow up in a situation where it was this much waste happening. Although I did witness waste. Okay, I did witness waste of life, but not in mass capacity like this. One thing that can help save life is college and training and certificates and associate degrees and just any type of training. Any type of training is will become necessary to build oneself. Keep oneself motivated. Keep oneself in a leadership position, those that want to be a leader. Because leaders have to be at the top. Leaders have to be on the front, forerunners of knowledge. I'm teaching y'all this so that y'all can take what you have and then make something more. You can scale within it more and more and more. So you think, okay, if it's not about money and it's not about housing and it's not about this and that, then what is life about then? That's a great question, because it's all these people that drive around me throughout the day. They're trying to answer that same question. And they think that by putting me outside, it's gonna help them find some type of clue to life, but it's not. that time's passed. So I gotta get clever and think about it. Anybody who is still repeating something from the past, that means that they don't know that if you want a different result, that means you got to do something different. That lets me know they want the same result because they kept everything the same. I didn't want the same result, so I drastically changed my life. And it still stayed the same. And that's how I know that something is wrong. And that's why I'm giving a warning about it, because something might be wrong. Everybody's coming into this dwarf season, but it's not bad. I was thinking about this earlier. About how, like, I don't know, about like time. I don't know if God is extending time, expanding time, or something is happening with time. But anyway, since I knew I was going to be outside as the system said forever, I said, well, I actually can accept it because it's a lot of ways to adapt. Now, forever is a long time. But let's say you want to take it in increments of 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Well, there's plans for all of that. But my overall plan is, since the plan was to have me outside all life, I said, okay. It did not begin like this, ladies and gentlemen. But since this is how it changed since the pandemic, I said, okay, well, people that are a part of what I build, they're gonna have to understand. They have to gain understanding. That's why I was doing so much fussing. Because you don't know what kind of situation I come from. But I've been trying to say it without down talking people and without doing this and that. But sometimes the only way people understand is if you down talk to them, because that's the only way they understand. Maybe there's something wrong with them, but just beware of people that their only objective is to waste life. So you might can't control that part, but you can control the decisions that you make for your own. You can decide if you want to let time. Don't be like those people. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna hang up because I'm getting tired. But don't be like the Shack. Don't be like all those people that ask for something in their lifetime. God, send me this. Send me a boat. Send me a ship. Send me this and that. God, I need this and that. A, B, C, all to Z. Lord, I need this. And even if they want some shit, they can say, God, I want this and want this and want this and that. And God will send it to them. And so, but you can say no to all that shit every time he send it to you, or she, or they, or it. You can say no every time it arrives, and then at the end of life, you'll be looking motherfucking stupid because you goddamn said no to every bit of life that you asked for. Don't be stupid, okay? Don't be stupid. It's time out for stupidity. You know, stupidity had its place, but it's goddamn time out for stupidity. I had a nap, so now I got some revelation. It's time out for stupidity. I'm not even playing, and I can play stupid, but I don't want to play stupid because I'm really clever. So in playing stupid to match somebody else, you don't even know what I'm actually doing, and that goes with a lot of us. So don't get caught up in this shit with people that's wasting life. Not y'all that's advancing life through training and networking and camaraderie and scaffold and accumulative experience. Creating a cumulative experience for others. Teaching cumulative lifestyle. That's what some of this is. Now, some of the older generations, they did not live a cumulative life. But I did not take that advice. I waited until I found someone, a wiser person, a wise spiritual mothers, a few of them, that lived lives that did not waste the past life. You know what I'm saying? So I got to see spiritual mothers and women older than me. I got to watch them add on to their life and not delete the former half, which is important. But if you want to delete the former half, then that's a red flag to somebody like me. That's a red flag to somebody like me. If you go through all life doing something, and then all of a sudden, oh, you just want to erase it, that part never happened. The whole goddamn 4 or 5 decades of the shit. Then that means that the whole time was kind of a waste. Kind of. Not fully, but kind of. Because part of life is like age. It's like learn all the learning experiences in life and experiences that you learn, taking all that on and letting that guide you to the next steps to live a more wiser life. Everybody don't do that, and so that's why you do need people to speak up and say something. That's why I'm speaking up, because it got a little odd. It's such a blessed time. I'm in Florida. I'm a blessed life. So for people to be wanting to stop my life, which is an individually designed life, it's not like a cookie cutter life. It's like a life that's individually designed for me. So, I mean, and this is what makes them want to pull it down. Because me being outside, I'm still who I am outside. It may be hard for people who not like this to believe, but I mean, my life is not an act. It's just myself. So, I don't know. It's tricky. And some of it is just organically working through life in mass media, mass communication. So, you may have examples of people that you love in life on TV. You may love them. But just because you love people doesn't mean you have to do everything that they do. You can admire them, you can respect them. Me included, you do not have to do everything that I do. You don't have to do anything that I do, but I would do some things that I do because I got some things right. But just think for yourselves. Some of this is a ploy to waste time and waste life. So build something in it other than just making kids. That's a great asset, but they gonna grow. They got their own mind anyway. As soon as you make them, before you make them, they already got a plan for how they gonna talk back to their mom and their daddy. You know what I'm saying? Or something they gonna say some other way they got to think about the world, and that's all right. That's all right. That's how they supposed to be. But what I'm saying is, think about how to build something for yourself. because your child, your children, they are going to be their own selves. And they got their own systems and their own universes. So, in order for people not to waste time, just think about how you can invest a little bit of time in yourself and build something for yourself. Because even outside, I built a residual platform that if all I got to do is charge my phone, and I can chronically flood this shit all goddamn day. I just don't feel like doing it no more. Yes, that was me that used to flood this shit all goddamn day for like 4-5 years. I used to be flooding this shit 3-4-5-6 pages, be on all that shit. Yes, that was me. That was not AI. That was not no automated shit. That was me doing all that goddamn shit. Man. So anyway, I know how to trap shit up in the goddamn media now. That's something I do know about. So I'm kind of tired of trapping. But you can't get tired of trapping because it's always an enemy, a snare that you got to trap and then teach it the right way to live. And then it'll go on. Woo, I just said a whole lot in a little bit of time. And I slept for the first 30 minutes. I need a nap. I'm camping tonight. Then all systems think about they don't have no goal really. I've created a goal for them because I always have a goal. So I filled in, they fill in the blank. I gave them a goal. You either want me out or you want me in. You either want peace and quiet or you want noise. It's that goddamn simple. So now they all thinking about it. The intergalactic thinking about it. The humans thinking about it. All the animals and creatures thinking about it. They're like, damn, do we really want to out? Because it's going to cause, it might bring a whole lot of noise back. So anyway. Because even if something does happen, if the people don't want it to last a long time, then, you know what I'm saying, they'll be able to arrange something to make it all work. Anyway, so that's that. Don't wait for me. Here's a summary, a recap of what we just went through. I had a 30-minute nap to start the show. After that, we're discussing wasting time, how this might be some type of plot to waste life or something because they keep wanting to pull shit down after so much advancement. This is all ways to avoid recognizing people's advancement. I don't do that though. It's tacky to do that. I'm not tacky like that. I could be goddamn tacky now, but I'm not tacky in that way because my goal is for everybody to learn and grow. It doesn't make sense to not be able to grow. So this is a recap. That's what we talked about first. And do not get caught up with people that want to pull down or whatever. Just keep trying to advance, even if it's at a slow pace. Just do something, you know. I was saying, even if I'm out, I built something residual that I could just chronically post in my absence, in my physical absence, if I had to. I talked about people that's outside now that may come across this, people that's trying to figure out what's going on, what's the meaning of it all. Well, it's protracted down, so it's not that much more to figure out. But one thing that people can figure out is independence, how to get their mind, their body, and their own life in order. Even if it's just sitting still and sitting quiet, taking in life. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of shit on TV, y'all, that don't mean nothing. So you gotta be careful. I know the streets know this. So everybody should be able to build something on their own in a way that, you know what I'm saying, doesn't impede on people, you know what I'm saying, because they always got something to say, but it can still keep everybody's life going in a positive way. Because I do acknowledge what everybody did. I can't always come on and say it, maybe, but I do acknowledge everybody's progress. It's great to acknowledge progress. So. And then once you have so much progress, it makes you ask the question, well, why the fuck is they'll wait. all their fucking life. They'll sit and wait the whole life just to wait on somebody to get to a certain level to say no. It doesn't make sense to me. It's odd because all the time they're waiting, they could be doing something on their own, but they don't want to do it because that takes work. Like all my music that I put on, it's not that much music. I mean, goddamn, it's that much music. But people that want to talk about what I do or whatever, I just suggest to them. I said, well, why don't you make your music and put it on too? Since it's a competition about music, but I mean, not with me. And so, but those same people still want to put their music on. Because then somebody will be able to pull them down. And a lot of people that want to pull what I have down is because they don't own their own. They might not even have a car. They might not own a home. They might not own something. So, but they don't own it because that's a way that they can avoid the responsibility of it. In a way that they can avoid, just the way cowards live, they can avoid, someone pulling them down, which is a low frequency way to live. So don't live like that if you're a new generation person. The older generations, I can make, we can find a way to deal with it and all that, but, my battery might be about to go. It's a long stream. You might not come across it, or you might, but this is me challenging the system. Oh, I wanted to say before I hang up, I got this card because I had went to 2 graduate schools, and the recap is all those years that I was in school. I mean, getting my loans from the government, getting enrolled, doing all of this. The masses were still saying I was not in school or there was not school happening. So you got 2 conflicting storylines, one that's actually happening and one that's fake. And a lot of people built their whole empire on the fake storyline. So you just have to be careful about that because those type of people have probably a different motive, but I'm teaching them to. But actually, I went to 2 graduate schools, and I had traveled around the country substitute teaching, working on my teacher certification. And then I got my first job in a public school ever with my own classroom in 2024. And this is something that was a major goal for me because I never worked in a public school. I only worked in private schools. And so it was one of my goals in life to work in a public school. And so once I got my first public school job in Texas, then as a lead teacher, the teacher of record. And then after all of that, that's when the opportunity opened up for me to get this vehicle. And so, but they had to, the people that, I mean, I asked for help. I live a fundraiser life. I asked for help a lot. I don't mind it. In times of life, I used to help a lot. I used to sow a lot into people's lives. So anyway, that's another story. But yeah, I did go to those colleges. I did attend, Texas Southern University Graduate School. I did attend University of Phoenix Graduate School. I did work for HISD. I did work for DISD, Dallas Independent School District, Houston Independent School District. I did work for Clay County Public Schools. I did work for these particular districts. And so that's why I got this. And a lot of that time, well, mostly when I was in graduate school. And I did go to Dallas College where I studied real estate, and I passed 4 to 6 courses to apply for my licensure. But anyway, a lot of that, I did a lot of outside, living outside. Sometimes I get a storage to store my belongings like everyone else, and I would still live outside. And there was times in the wintertime when I would go into storage, but not in the summertime, just most of the wintertime. I want to be unsafe to be outside. And that's how I survived many, many, many years. But I was always in college. So, when the opportunity came to invest that and to get this, to solve that part, to get off the street, make life a little better for everyone and myself. Because it's not easy watching someone sit outside and go to graduate school that's homeless when everyone around me is in the fucking projects and don't nobody give a fuck about school. You know what I'm saying? So it creates a real dissonant environment. So that's why I just be trying to solve it, because I'm not your typical person that's outside. I go to school hella much, and outside I am just like I am inside, okay? And so no, people don't want to be around it inside, they don't want to be around it outside. It's better than them. And so I don't know how else to say it other than just be real about it. I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this what this long video is about. And a warning, just so people who might be connected, they might can think about how they can pivot if something does happen. If I do end up in another situation like Houston, where I would be out for a 2-year time period or about a year and a half, because that's about how long it takes with school. That's how just how long it takes to get accepted. Sometimes it takes 2 years, because you have to apply, you have to wait and see if you get accepted, you have to see if the financial aid is gonna come in. This is the graduate level. I think it was the same for undergraduate, but anyway, that's why I got this blessing. And after I got this blessing, the people that didn't attend no school said she didn't go to school. I'm gonna see if this could get to, like, if they think I wonder if, like, the universities is gonna let people like that affect, like, the outcome of the university system, people that don't have a degree or undegreed or uncolleged. I just really think about this. So yeah, I did not become who I am without college. It did not happen that way. I went to college my whole goddamn life. I went to school my whole life. So if anybody says anything different, they do not know me. And they are not a part of my journey. And so therefore I know something about life that they don't know. If they have to deny college, that means I know something about life that they do not know. I know about a pathway to life that they don't know about, because they have to say no to it because they don't know about it. So no, I wouldn't listen to them when it comes to, like, school or education or something like that. I wouldn't listen to nobody that didn't go. What are they gonna say about it? So anyway, that's my pathway. College is great. College is great. It's a great time of life. That's the only time in life you'll be with your own cohort of that many people from the ages of 18 to 25. That's why that time of life is so impactful for those that go to college, because you will not have that again in life. That many young people between the ages of 18 and 25 together in, like, a consolidated environment. It is just amazing. It's amazing to watch. It's amazing to be a part of. It was amazing to have gone to college and had the experience. It used to be other pathways, but I don't know. Y'all gonna have to think about your lives and your futures and just see, maybe you can go somewhere underground or something. So that you don't waste your life. That's all I'm saying. If life is only about beauty, I mean, that's good. If life is only about fitness, I mean, that's good. If life is only about cooking, I mean, that's good. Life is only about mating to have your kids, I mean, that's good. But what else is it about? What else is life about? How can you do have all those collective moments and still build oneself? That's what we have to kind of figure out in life. How can you have a family, be a mom and a dad, and how can dad and mom and children all have their own individual experience also while having a collective life? And I'm not talking about going outside, nobody in the family. What I'm saying is, how can each person be in their own house, like in their own room, go to the gym or blah, 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 whatever they got to do, and then come together with the family and then live independently. Come together with the family. That's just another way of thought. I'm all about finding solutions to life. Even if I'm outside, I'm going to chronically post. That's a solution for that. Anyway, what is the meaning of life? I know what the meaning of life is to me, so it gives people a chance to think about it. And how can all the moments that you have in your life, how can they go towards making a life how can all the moments build a meaningful life? Since you can control the moments in life, sometimes, if you can control the moments, how can you make those moments add up to a life that's one that you want it to be? Now, there are several pathways. College was just the one for me. But I've been on several pathways in life. So, but there are other experts in those areas. So I'm an expert when it comes to this. But other people are experts when it comes to other pathways. I'm so sleepy now. I've ran my mouth so much tonight. But I want to get these thoughts out. Because I don't want to waste time. And I mean, I've always got what I'm doing, trying to make some kind of play. But yeah, it's an influx of people online. Leaders, all kind of people that's just wasting time in life. Got to think about it, y'all. One decision could change your life. In a good way or a bad way, but we want to change life in a good way. We don't want to focus on the negative way. We want to focus on the positive ways to change life. Yeah. Excuse me. Sometimes you just have to tune them out too. Sometimes you might just gotta scroll past it. If you see somebody's coming through with something negative, just go on and scroll past. Be like, I'm gonna focus on positivity today. And then after you scroll past it, think about what you might want to do for yourself. Maybe you want to come on and do a food review. Maybe you want to come on and talk in the car about something. Maybe you want to showcase your kids at school, at the park, or doing something good. You know what I'm saying? Then think about how you can put yourself into the TV. And then fall asleep like everybody else. Go with that until you get tired. But you make some of yourself. You make some of your family. You lead people. Change lives. Anyway, that's a way to make your life mean something. So, anyway, I ain't goddamn talked enough. I'm tired. I hope they don't bother me right here. This is a nice little camp spot. ain't the casino. They ran me out from over there. Well, that's because they don't want me to get rained on. They don't want to be out. They like, why she out? Don't make sense. Sometimes they want to tell me, you cannot be outside right here. I'm like, I know, but the people that don't live here say I got to be outside here. So, I mean, shit, that's the way y'all got this shit set up. Anyway. Alright. No pay rent. Not right now. Hey, those who are wondering. I'm like a young pharaoh. I'm busy right now. He busy too, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. But anyway, I'm busy right now. But I can't go visit no man while I'm trying to get a job or go to school or do something. I gotta figure that out first, and then I'll have an update. It's like a relationship, but not one that's like every day or nothing like that. I don't need him asking me no question. You came here with all this. What's going on? I don't need no acting now. I'm trying to preserve everything. I'd rather just fix it and then go visit. Woo! Had a good nap. Pity myself. Because I'm sleepy. Eventually something will change because I've been obedient. And a lot of people have been obedient. A lot of people was obedient in life. And God gonna run with that. The Lord, God, the higher power of the universe, whatever people believe in, even if they didn't believe in nothing, it don't matter. Sowing and reaping, God, it becomes that way. So everybody's desire to be obedient to get a different result will actually yield a different result in time. In time. This is just the update. Yeah, I was in Houston and Atlanta and, Georgia area, and now we in Florida. I don't know. If you can't travel to change your system, you gotta think about it then. You gotta think about how you can build somewhere right where you at. Come on, do a food review then. I think my phone about to go out. Let your hair grow out. You know what I'm saying? Create a stone some kind of way. And then so at the end of it, the people that didn't do that the people that it was their intent to waste life, they're gonna end up with a wasted life. So let them end up with their life wasted, like they intended. That's what they want. So don't feel no kind of way about it. And then everybody get their own house together and just do it like that. If they willing to waste their life, that's their choice. So they ain't got to worry about that. You can celebrate them, have a toast with them. Shit, they ain't wasting their life. I don't give a goddamn. That's fine. I'm not wasting my life. Me and my family good. Shit. Just like that, can figure it out. Here my baby. My baby wanna come on a little bit and say, hey. Hey, baby. I'm like, where the baby at? The baby was laying down. The baby laying down, taking a nap. So, yeah. Anyway, I think I'm good. Me and baby about to lay down.